everybody. Want to wisdom here, 2:18 a.m. early Monday morning, September 28, 2015. Just introduced the very, very cool marsupial Newlander here, Smash It. He is, of course, repping the Earth element alongside Sharpshooter Terrapin, so you know he's going to be good because he's Earth element. Now, if you get him and you're like, man, this guy is fantastic, you know, this path is great, but the other one looked cool too, and you're in that dilemma where it's like, should I reset him? Do I invest in another exact same figure? What do I do? Well, this is one of those cases where you're home free because there is an Alt-Deco. Now, it does not quite look like the rendered figure. That was kind of like this really cool metallic militia green color. This is kind of more of a, like G.I. Joe spring green. I don't really know. Check the unboxing, essentially. He is solid silver, too, on his skin. But nonetheless, and his eye patch kind of blends in. But we're going to throw him down because you can't see that in my hand, but I'm hoping you can see it in the game. So, let's throw it down. Of course, what I'm interested in. Oh, he looks great in the game. That's what the figure was rendered out as. That's a really cool look. Oh, and the health is way more impressive too. That's what I like about Alt-Decos, man, when you get the ones that have better stats, and that's really neat. That said, let me get back over here. I have to walk to the portal. It's such a brutal life we're living. It's 2 in the morning. Let me get away from attack damage and back to statistics. Health statistics, that is. Thank you, Excel, for not doing what I want you to. Okay, then. There it is. Alright, so he looks really cool in the game, man. He seems maybe a tad quicker. I don't know. Let's check the stats, shall we? So we're going to come in here.
Those numbers are cracking.
I don't know what he said. As you know, I can't hear well over the headset, but I think... I'm pretty sure what I heard he did not say. I don't know. Anyway, he looks freaking sweet in the game, so this totally makes up for the figure. And I was actually going to say, the figure has sort of grown on me. I think it's just initially like the rendered out thing looked so cool, just like this in the game type of a situation. People saw that and they were disappointed. Obviously, if you're drawn to that color, you'd be like, oh, awesome, it's the greatest thing ever. Everyone else was like, oh, what, this is horrible. In the game, though, man, he's a home run right here. Smash Hit, literally. Look at that. Look at the glistening. Now, the geodes, if they would have been kind of like the clear, or even like the, I guess like an emerald translucent type thing, that would have been so killer. I guess they kind of are a bit different, but I'm thinking more along the lines of like Prism Break, SSA, Crystal Shard type stuff, So... But he looks good in the game, and again, the solid silver, kind of like this metallic aluminum foil array suit, just looks really cool here. So, let's come in and take a look at the stats. This is what we want to pay attention to. Alright, now the big deal. Health, 400. Should I tell you or make you wait? Let's go ahead and do it one by one. Steel-plated Smash Hit, 400 versus 350. For standard Smash Hit, advantage goes to steel-plated plus 50. Nothing to sneeze at there. Speed 35. Again, he seems quicker than that, as did steel-plated. The armor, man, that's what I was hoping would be good. I was hoping it would be like a 40 or something, but it's 24. That matches exactly as the speed did with standard Smash Hit. Critical hit, however, is plus 2 over standard Smash Hit. And lastly, elemental power. Note that since basically what they do, some people get like salty about this, like they're essentially like, oh, come on, okay, so I've got Terrapin 25, right, for Skylander, and cool with that. I added Smash It, I get plus 7 to 32. I just added steel plated, where's my 39? Essentially what they do, and I think it's because they'd have the least amount of backlash with this. If they did that, it would be cool, right? But then anyone that had like a disposable income, or more money, or whatever it may be, would be like plus 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 plus, whereas people that just get like one of each figure have to live with just the plus 7. So I can see it either way, but I think that's probably their logic. Now, it is important to note, if you are on a budget, simply pick the figure that you like the looks of better, or that you like the statistics of better. Now right here, The benefit numerically to steel plated smash hit plus 50 health, plus 2 critical hit. Everything else is the same. So aesthetically, if you're a huge fan of that color green and you think this looks cool, buy this from Best Buy and avoid standard smash hit. If you are like, oh, that color, I hate it, I don't even like it in the game, why do you people think that's cool? Get the regular one and just know that you have slightly lower stats. If Skylanders are a huge hobby, if you're a collector, if you're a purist, if you're a smash hit fan that wants to take both paths, get both of them. But that said, if you are just, kind of limited in budget or something, and you like the looks of smash hit, you can only get one. Numerically and statistically, you would want to go with steel plated smash hit, and then aesthetically, it's up to you, the individual. So let's come in, we'll take a look at his upgrades. Again, this is the exact same stuff as smash hit. Something that I keep waiting for. I keep thinking it'll be Vicarious Visions. But like this time around, the bios aren't in the guy. I feel like they kind of like put so much into the auxiliary new stuff that they didn't quite get to match what they did in Swap Force, like with the bios for the characters and everything. This works just fine because it's smash hit and it's the same upgrades, but it would be pretty cool if like you got legendary Jetvac, you got frightful Fiesta. In this case, steel plated smash hit. All these little marsupial dudes were like color coordinated. Again, not a big deal, but just something I'm saying. So right here, Demolisher. Primary attack, tap X repeatedly to swing the boulder around in a circle. I believe that is, what, was it 30 to 45? Let's just go back to that spreadsheet. And I'm telling you that now, in the event that this is increased, I don't think it will be. But you never know. It's new. This is our first, I guess, Alt-Deco we're throwing in here. Because I don't have regular hot streak. I don't. I've got like 6 starter packs. I guess 4 and then 2 on the way, and I don't have regular hot streak. So, go me, right? I've got lots of dark hot streaks, but not regular. So, yeah, the Demolisher 30 to 45. And then I never once in my life saw a critical hit with this thing, and we used it a ton. But Crushinator will clock in 45 to 68, I assume. Press B to smash the boulder on the ground in front of you. Next 4 base upgrades, you got Connect and Disconnect for 500. Press Y to disconnect the boulder and gain unique chain attacks. Press Y again to connect. I'm also curious, like, what does the boulder do when it's disconnected? If an enemy runs into it, does it damage them? Does it just sit there? Can they pick it up and throw it at us? That's something I'm going to have to check out. And again, thank you whoever made the Greeble dispenser. That makes my life so much more efficient and enjoyable, and I sincerely appreciate it. And after that, Junkyard Dog 700. Boulder attacks deal more damage. Rock on. Then we've got the Spiky Spinner for 900. I've got that pinned in on my handy dandy spreadsheet since it's not here. Hold Y for a short time to charge up the boulder and send it spinning at enemies. After that, our final base upgrade is Junker. Chain attacks deal more damage. Chain time. So, coming in right here, you got Heap. This is on Boulder Path. If that sounds familiar, it should. Covered it kind of more in detail in Smash Hit's introduction, but gain more powerful boulder attacks. So Boulder starts with Heap. Hold B for a short amount of time to charge your boulder. The next attack with the boulder will deal massive damage. Again, how long do we have to hold B? And like short amount of time, what does that mean? We want exact specifics, 2-3 seconds. And then massive damage, is that like 60 or is it like 3,000? That's why we do Skylanders research. So after that, Better Together. Gain a large armor increase when connecting. Press Y to disconnect the boulder. Press Y again to connect. I don't know if there's a duration on that. I don't know if it's the whole time after you've disconnected and reconnected. Who knows? And lastly, down this boulder path, you got Catch. Hold X while connected to throw your boulder at enemies. So pretty cool. I don't know how it would come back. Is it like reel in? Does it just automatically retract? That'll be something interesting to see. Now coming down here, if you don't like the looks of that, or you've already got, your Smash Hit down that path, and you're like, okay, steel plated's taking the next one. You have the Chain Champ path. Gain more powerful long-range chain attacks. It begins with G'day. Hold X while disconnected to pull yourself to enemies. And then we've got Cut Loose. The next attack will be a critical hit That's kind of a big deal. That's like guaranteed critical hit. And again, critical hits don't come often. Um, the next attack will be a crit when disconnecting. Press Y to disconnect the boulder, Y again to connect. After that, we got Earth Currents. Press B while disconnected to pull enemies into the spinning boulder. That should be pretty fun. And I guess that, in this scenario, since we're doing chain attacks, and I was like, what does the boulder do? Obviously, in this case, you can press B and it'll pull them in, and I assume damage them. Before we have this, it'll be curious to see, like, does it do anything? Is it just stationary? Can you, like, hide behind it and temporarily slow an enemy down? All stuff we'll check out. And regardless of the path we take, or if you have 1, 2 smash hits, 2 steel-plated, 2 regular, whatever your combo may be, we've got down under. Hold Y when connecting the boulder to create a huge explosion underneath you. So that, I would guess, would tie in with armor if you happen to come in and do boulder. So lots of interesting little sub-segments there we'll want to keep an eye on. And I believe that is everything. I felt like an idiot whenever we want to get him some cash. Because I left this here so I wouldn't, like, give it all to standards. Smash it. But we want to make sure our attack damage numbers are the same, so we should have 30 to 45. If you hold it, it just does that, but if you tap it, you can go forever. You can move about at this pace. He's basically just kind of like sidestep strolling, if you will. So 30 to 45 with standard should be the same here, and it is 30, half crit being 45. Secondary attack, which is Crushinator, right? I think that's correct. It looks like this. I am not jumping, that's just how it goes. He kind of lags after it. However, if you spam the button, you can do some cool things. You can also jump in the air and then slam down. Similarly, you can jump in the air and start Demolisher. So, Crushinator though, 45 to 68. Again, you can kind of control your own pace there if you're so inclined. Pretty cool little attack, I would say. And they made quick work of the Greebles in our Smash It intro. So, but I was feeling like an idiot because right after I got done, I always think that's like a harp, like +8 gold or something. It just looks like that from here. But when we got done last time, I was like, okay, sweetness, we're gonna come in and introduce steel plated. I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired. Nope. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to do the soul gem, And so I do want to see now, like, what did this do? Did it register on our collections numerically, or what? So we do have a new exclamation. I cleared Smash It out by cycling and viewing him. So here is Terrafin, right here is Smash It, and then right here is Steel Plated Smash It. Slogan again, let's rock. As you can see, I cannot preview him. So for some reason, I thought I might have had his Soul Gem. Must have been thinking something else. Or it might be in the Wii U version.
Hey there, soldier.
That said, let's take a look here. We're going to just click out 2 of these, I guess. And we're solely going to use the primary attack. I don't care if they hit me. Well, I do. So this will kind of showcase, like, if you get your distance set up, you knock them back before they're really able to ever get to you, at least in this case with the speed of the Greeble. So that 30 to 45 adds up quick, and it is also very protective. Now we'll come in here, we'll fire out 2 Greebles. We want to do Crushinator, maybe. And I have done it before, it's very hard to do, but you can situate it perfectly, at least between 2 quick moving enemies like this, and you can actually get double the damage. Like a 1 hit in the middle of them would in instances do 45 to each of them. That's what I'm trying to say. And I can feel myself just like zoning out here. My eyes are like getting really heavy. Maybe I'm even putting you to sleep. I'm trying to do my best here. I gotta say though, man, he looks so good in the game. And I guess on that note, I think we've done everything. We can't get like a Soul Gem preview clip going. We've done the Greeble dispenser, we've done the attack damage, we've done the upgrades, we've done the stats, we've done the bio, we've done how he compares numerically. Again, clearly advantageous to pick this up over standard if you're so inclined. And about the only thing left to do is to shamelessly plug a pole battle. Now, what pole battle, you ask? Smash Hit versus Steel Plated Smash Hit. Which one looks better and why? I'll have the link at the top of the video description. It'll take you to the Skylander Club forum. All you do is you click smash it and submit, or steel plated smash it and submit to cast your vote. Anybody can vote. You do not have to be a registered member. If you're a huge steel-plated Smash Hit fan and you feel like, man, people just aren't giving him a chance based on how he looks in the game, or or in the stores, I should say, or if you're like, what does everybody say they don't like this? This looks awesome. This is like the best color scheme ever. Even with what they put in the stores, it looks really, really cool. I want you to vote. I want you to get your friends to vote, your parents, whoever will vote, whoever cares about this stuff. Get them involved. Let's get the best sample that we can. It's going to be a hit. It's Smash Hit versus Steel Plated Smash Hit. So, once again, my eyes are like completely shut while I'm doing this. And my hope is that, tonight after work, I'm like doing this, having fun, but I'm awake, So if I've butchered these, I totally apologize, not my intentions, but we did get it done a little quicker. I tried not to elaborate as much on the upgrades. If you kind of want to see the usual detail or my thoughts and ramblings, check out the previous introduction, number 7, where we stuck with standard Smash Hit. That said, pretty excited here. I don't know who I'll do tomorrow. I'm kind of leaning towards Dive Clops. For some reason, I'm inclined to have Fiesta be introduced in October. I don't know why. I really want to introduce him and drive Crypt Crusher is my main thing. But I might hold him back to have it October 1st, just because that's exciting to me. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be doing a lot more Skylander stuff. I hope you're enjoying. This is our introduction series. I'm working off camera to find the best way to do the vehicle introductions. I'm not going to work on it tonight. That would be a horrible idea. But again, if you got ideas there, let me know what all you want to see. I'll try my best to make it happen for you. Again, I do things a little differently. Really about the only person I think that goes to this extent to cover what I consider to be important, and obviously you do as well since you're here. So once again, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+. Again, if you haven't checked out the Skylander Club forum, vote in that poll, skim through, check the threads, see what you think of it. And if you like it, I encourage you to sign up. I know you would have a good time. That said, thanks so much for watching. For myself and Steel Plated Smash Hit, we will catch you back here for our next Skylanders SuperChargers introduction.